We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Isn't it the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. They're always putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, didn't you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like them.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun.
That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree! I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but... Hmm,
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, yay.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Wow. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, you can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she initiates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next, then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Uh, try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. The best that way.
I see, I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even a jungle liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Eh? I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Hmm? Don't make me go before Andronga. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. I don't let Andronga lower everyone's standards a little before. I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki gets out of her seat. Begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting?
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. Real quick, why am I the one reading when they're reciting the poem? You guys should be the one talking, not me.
Huh? You're crazy.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for the people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Meow. That's just how it is, so.
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. I just pulled hair out of my skull for it on accident.
That's fine. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two. Always going home trail like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Andrea. You don't have to say it.
It's awful. I hate it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spaced out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. I mean,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
so let's say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. What do we do, guys?
I'd like to point out you've got the main character has been bullying Sayori like this whole time.
Yeah.
The funniest option.
You want to do the Yuri one? Faith?
Yeah, go Yuri, I guess.
Well, I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Ah, you admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never ever going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of my fault, kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Fortnite Battle Pass will come out. Okay, time to do this. Prayer, god damn it, already fucking up. Variance. Embrace, damn it. Unrestrained. Infinite. Uncontrollable. Graveyard. Tragedy? Nope, I was wrong. Defeat? Nope. Oh god. Intellectual. Wrath. Aura. No, I do that every time. Termination. Contamination. Disarray. Tenacious. Agonizing. Crimson. Universe. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's still a Yuri poem. Oh boy.
Oh man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination.
This is Doki Doki Literature Club, not Undertale.
Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too.
I can't wait for the festival. I'm gonna be great.
Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not thinking about our part in the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all! Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Huh?
Never mind.
Get it? Because she means the translation from Japanese to English, and because, like, for us, it's just an American name, Monica, but in Japanese, it has a completely different meaning with the kanji. Now go on, keep reading.
Let's just focus on our art event for now, okay?
Fine. Your accents are so as funny as yours, so say yours.
Are you covering your nose? You're like putting more and more effort into it, and I love it.
Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you lie too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling together some papers at her desk.
Andronga, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down on her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Ndrunga. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I ask her, she's really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Andrunga.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Tori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been.
You're so funny, Andrunga. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Hi, Kyle. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flushed look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking? That I was thinking that, like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori.
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Andronga, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight.
What are you laughing at?
Wait until we get to Natsuki, Kyle. Just wait. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Don't make me force you into this, Kyle. So you think there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person. To have you feel that way about her?
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and so I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first?
Natsuki!
Yeah, no thanks.
No! You didn't even...
What? Yes.
You like that, Kyle?
Dude, why does he sound like that?
Sayori!
Huh? It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you didn't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Andronga.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Eh,
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry
Yeah?
about me, okay?
How was your lazy day?
Pretty good.
Freaking hot in here.
Yeah. You're always worried it's cold in here.
Did you eat?
Yeah.
Do you need anything like deodorant or?
Yeah, I mean, I could do with another extra stick, but I have like 7 small ones in the truck. Sean gave me all.
You get out of the shower when you put it on.
Yeah, I usually steal yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, now I just wondered because I might run to the Dollar General later.
Alright, can you give me a drink and not forget about it this time?
You should have forgot about last time with all the drinks I've gotten you. And don't you have a Chromebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got to get on that Justin's. I don't know what I'm doing, and maybe they can walk me through it, so maybe we can do that this evening.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Did you have a good day today?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Yeah, you should have seen me embrace him. I thought Pam got into an accident. And when they're like, hi, this is Madison's car, I'm like, I walked out and almost went down. I'm like, oh. And then when I put it in gear to leave for work, the one that, up here, as soon as I started to go down, I touched brakes and I'm like, uh-oh. All the way down into the road, and I'm like, wow, I don't like sled riding in a truck. Okay, backing up a little bit. I can't back up. I'm literally on ice. So I just gunned it and spun it. Nice and easy down the road. So, what a morning. Love you, buddy.
Love you too. Did you already read that?
Yeah. You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay. I'm going home a little early today.
Sayori.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Alright, who now? Hopefully this one will give us a
boy.
poem.
I hope not. They're getting longer and longer.
Yeah, has good poems.
Oh, shit.
Andronda, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
You're right, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling? I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing.
I'll be back.
I never thought it would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
in Drunga, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that?
Loser.
It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You can say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by my friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Andrunga. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Andrunga. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you,
Oh, sorry.
I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Like, Monica's pretty great, isn't she?
If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you.
Oh boy. Now I know I'm gonna have to read this one, and this is a pretty long one if I recall. Yeah, look at that.
Jesus Christ.
Ghosts Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows. Closer, closer, I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. The steps in the streetlight, I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Faith, screw you. I was doing so well.
I think Kyle should read the poems.
Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. This one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes him back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
Again, the poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You will,
Yeah. R. You. Shush. You always.
I'm not paying you guys to have fun.
You always make me feel nice.
We're getting paid.
I know I'm not good with people, but... God. I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. This just makes me think, you know how stupid we'll be at, like, once us three move in together? Because you already know, I gotta record some vlogs because that shit will be fucking hilarious.
You should just keep buying dating games, even the horrendous ones, and have us all read them.
Just buy a bunch of light novel games.
Yeah. What does that sound?
Hey Faith, how about you do your job?
Hi, Andronga.
What is that?
Have you thought about what... I just realized what you just said. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see you. Anyway, let's take a closer look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Yeah? Alright. I'll be right back.
God.
So how do you like it so far, Kyle?
What do you
It's,
think of the
Natsuki?
Something. Not exactly
Do the
what I would have
voice?
done with that voice.
Matthew, do the voice without you, like, plugging your nose.
Okay, I'm doing the voice without covering my nose.
That's it! That's the voice!
I was like I don't understand. I would like. It'd be like more of a squeaky voice, wouldn't it? No.
Matthew does it perfect.
Right. Perfect.
I'm not
Of
alone,
course.
okay?
Unless you would like to join, Kyle?
Yeah. Don't you want to join?
Nah, I'm good.
You're good?
You can do Sayori, it's just like a happy-go-lucky voice.
Yeah.
Me
Happy.
personally, I'm chilling.
Your style's gotten so refined, Andronga.
I got pizza, Dr. Pepper.
Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Yeah, like how to use my hands. Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. Still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's Sorry, pizza and reading is hard.
It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day? Reading that edgy novel with her?
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
Alright, alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. Your turn, Faith. I'm eating.
Ah! The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall, even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing.
Pepper,
There is
alright.
no meaning. There is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
It just reminds me of the time I was playing the drums that one time. You know, Faith?
Yes. Yes. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that that give life meaning. Not to get too
Philosophical. Philosophical.
philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
Most Caesar's pizza's ass. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Like, it used to be
In
good,
a
but
way,
it's so sweet.
it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
Well, what about Cars? Great movie. No sadness. Never.
What about Doc Hudson then?
Okay. But then, there was no sadness because they never even showed it. Alright? You know,
He's still gone!
6-year-old me didn't even know he was gone, okay? I was a delusional
Oh,
child.
it makes me sad!
Gone to the wind.
Do your job, Faith.
Two-dimensional creatures.
I don't pay you for nothing.
We don't get paid!
Not
You
yet,
get
at
paid for
least.
nothing.
Alright, we're trying.
I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Got
it?
That.
Got it? Because they're in a video game with 2D characters?
Yes. Anyway,
God.
here's Monica's writing tip for the day.
Thank God. I have been the only one to read these so far because you always disappear at this part.
Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on.
Read! No shot! She just leaves without any warning.
What the fuck? It's much more in cons in that way, and it will make you want to continue improving.
She will be hearing from my lawyers.
It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring it out?
Hold on 1 second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now?
Eh?
Wait, what did she say? Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start for
She said three.
Because Sayori's not around.
Yeah. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I have to read all these. I don't have a catchphrase.
I'm eating, you have no option.
Jeez. Why is it being so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Yeah. Staring air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Foreshadowing with the word foreshadowing. And your books, maybe. Idiot! Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
When the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to me.
Natsuki, please, show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all time to go home.
No fault. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Sorry, That's curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine.
What'd she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I know you know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them.
Wait,
and
hold
different
on.
flavors.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Yeah, okay. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Oh.
Gently just acted.
As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can Uh, um,
Hmm?
guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know.
You know, I'm gonna let you guys know something. Listening to this and actually watching it is like, sounds like you're talking to yourself.
Shut up, Kyle! Shut up, Kyle! Shut up! It's funny because originally Matthew was doing 3 characters and just imagining them all Matthew, like visually, is hilarious.
Do your
Now,
jobs!
Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. What?
I love the atmosphere. Keeps us grounded. keeps us grounded to the
Okay.
earth. Stops us from flipping away. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Her mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Andronga.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own.
Ooh, roasted.
Andronga may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, listen that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to get excuses for Andronga too.
What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And bacon isn't. It's like, just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Andronga to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You letting us in.
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we get sentence already?
Yeah. Andronga, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going to go with... Okay, obviously we're going with Yuri, because it's Yuri's route we're doing. But Natsuki, in my opinion, will always have the best. And I've done all 4 of these options, and Natsuki's just the most pleasing to do.
Most pleasing.
Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No.
No!
No. I was just saying. Ugh.
So, you'll be helping Yuri then, Andrunga?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I would send it. I would be fine.
Okay, okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word.
More like, never mind.
Waterfall.
What just happened?
You did a good one right there, Matthew. I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. You did a good job, son.
Jesus. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Andrunga?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me?
I don't know how to yell.
I didn't even do anything.
Gundam Gundam style.
No. That's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Andrunga picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had.
You're also the only person I've ever actually had cupcakes from.
They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I get it. I'm kind of surprised though.
I almost said something. Why?
Wait, say it.
Say it.
Stop holding back on the jokes.
I was just gonna say he almost sounds like he's trying to do an imitation of a female Joker.
Yuri, why so serious?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. She already has trouble with words. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. Oh my god.
Hmm?
But bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best.
I like to imagine everything
But
I'm
with
doing
that-
in. Like, I like to imagine everything I do in person that, like, my character's actually doing. Like, when I burp, it's just like, middle of their conversation.
There's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright. Let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this week, and
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yeah.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
She's homeless.
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter which either... It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I'm so bad at reading. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not clearly as creative as you are. Okay,
Don't
no, we're good.
underestimate yourself, Indrunga. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something.
It's Joe's. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. Can it cut to a different scene so I can take a sip of my Dr. Pepper? There's no doubt she'll that she'll open up a little bit, but when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Ugh. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. I want a cow. Sayori? Matthew.
Oh, hi, Andronga.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
Oh, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. Sorry.
If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Oh, what do you mean by that, Faith? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? What does that mean, Faith? What does that mean? Sayori had
What?
already left by the time we decided last meeting. Read what you just sent me. My Chozo cardboard cutout venting because he's been shoved in places that he shouldn't have been shoved in. What does that mean? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told...
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
It's no good, Andronga.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally press my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this, it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm just getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants me to talk to you.
Yeah? For what? Okay. Right back.
Wow. What happened to the Choso? No.
Nothing. The meme.
I'm scared.
literally a meme.
Oh no, it's an Arabic. Let me send you what I see. Alright, so probably download it.
It's literally just what he said.
A meme you made.
159.2.
It's Kyle.
What?
Kyle, come
What up,
join.
Kyle?
No, I
Come join.
refuse.
Come join. Why?
I'm playing Baldur's Gate.
We're playing.
Where are you in Baldur's Gate?
Mausoleum. Well, I'm just like cleaning up side quests right now before I continue through the pool or whatever in the mausoleum.
I still have to get through the mausoleum, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Dude, it's so easy though.
Baldur's Gate.
Mausoleum. Well, I'm just like cleaning up side quests right now. Dude, what? Hmm.
Around the world, around the world.
Gosh darn it, it's one of my lines. I knew it was gonna. I knew it. I knew it. Knew
This
it.
is man
Knew
back.
it. Knew it. Sayori. Thought it was gonna be one of my lines.
Oh,
I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? Is Faith here?
I
Yes.
think.
I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in the trap, Indrunga. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Indrunga? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Not even the Unga Bunga can help me. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me?
I hate people like this.
That's why it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori keeps this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Eh?
Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, and why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being strung against my head.
I can really show you what that feels like if you won't shut your mouth.
That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my own heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but heart.
You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Andranga. There's nothing at all. The only thing that can have helped me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the ritual club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I could never understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace.
Andranga?
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Andranga.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Andranga.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Andranga. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hug's so warm. And that's really scary too.
It's because I'm actually made of lava. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's going to be fun, right?
yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really want to forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it.
I'll be back.
Okay. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. So just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
Oh, shoot. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You could have always texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, I got scissors, bandages, alcohol. What are we doing here? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Well, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. Can I just say something? Look at his books in the back! Who does that?
Which ones are all a mess?
That hurts my feelings! Who does that?
I know, like, I have my books organized by height, but, like, their thickness isn't right, but I have no other choice but to accept it, and it ticks me off so much.
Some of them are sideways!
Yeah. The only time you put a book sideways and some up straight is if some are notebooks and some are actual books. So you actually so you organize them like, oh yeah, these are the notebooks and these are actual books. All right. Anyhow,
I was just spacing out.
it's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrists. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
Atmosphere, you know.
You know, the thing that keeps us grounded.
Mood, lighting. What?
Aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place.
Like, still in the atmosphere, though.
No, space. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so?
Yeah, and you look like you're a
That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what? That stupid ass turtleneck you got on? Maybe you should cut Maybe you should cut off the freaking turtleneck, because turtlenecks look stupid. Idiot. 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 Buy a normal sweater. Idiot.
Why does it fight?
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles in a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I feel like Faith did not like that joke. Do you like turtlenecks, Faith?
I mean, I don't have any, so I would know.
I mean, you feel like somebody who would definitely rock a turtleneck.
They aren't bad.
I wanted to buy one, at least to see what it would look like.
I had one before. It was my compression shirt, which might actually have something to do with why I'm not a fan of them, because compression shirts are supposed to be tight. I do not like them because I feel so, like, claustrophobic with my neck like that. I feel like I can't breathe. I don't like my neck
Suffocation.
being...
No breathing.
No breathing. I don't know the rest of the words. Like, I had it in my head and then it left.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? This is a paddle.
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
I knew it. Gay! Gay!
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere.
You know, the thing that keeps us grounded.
Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. Yeah, herbs.
You know, the air, like the atmosphere, that keeps us grounded.
I wonder what herbs she puts in there, guys. You can even feel it permeate through your body.
On the good side.
My point, exactly. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection.
Ah, heroin, weed, bit of some crushed down Viagra.
It's almost like magic.
Magic! She's a witch! Burn her!
She's charging her crystals.
Damn it! Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. It's Miss Ghost! No! Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for, Chief Egg?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
It smells like skunk.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. Oh my god, I have like a bunch of saliva built up from my Dr. Pepper and it's getting hard to read. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Be about to fold you like an omelet. Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Andronga. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag and once more pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. I knew I was going to get it eventually if I just kept trying. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy.
She uses it a lot.
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. The reason I stopped you from that drawer, I'm not going to say, but don't worry about it, but I have no room to judge. To each their own,
There's
you know?
a cat costume in there. If you promise
Vickard
you won't
Amelia.
freak out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Literally. They're just so pretty.
I want to fuck one.
I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me?
You're mocking me, aren't you? No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri
Take it
relaxes
for a
her
test run?
expression once again. What?
Test it
What?
out.
Oh,
Would you like to hold it?
sure. I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Andronga, why did you do that?
I'm so stupid.
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound.
I knew it!
I don't remember this!
I do. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh,
I predicted that. What the hell?
please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
This is funny.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri!
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right?
I was kinda into it.
Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Andrunga, did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not from the sweet. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Andrunga.
Yeah, that is a perfect sentence right there. You're so weird, Andrunga. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Oh my gosh. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thing coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
That's right. One of the items Yuri had me has asked me to buy was a kit of paint tables.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun.
Main character's got mad game.
I'm glad you feel that way too.
It took you like 7 business days to process that joke. Yuri stops painting for a moment thinking close. You know, I actually seen an Instagram reel that perfectly fits how me and you act with one another, where I pop some stupid joke making fun of you, and then you just go.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me wait, hang on,
You got
Just
this.
having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Get it, guys? We're like that, considering the fact we're doing a one-player game together. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
No.
It's more like a Do it.
No.
Do it. You have to.
Do it.
I'm paying you for this.
You're not.
Yes, I am. In the next 2 to 3 years, hopefully, when I at least have 500 subscribers, I'll give you 2%.
2 pennies?
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Oh my god. 1%. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Oh, your face.
It's ugly!
There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I got a towel right away.
We need to talk tonight.
What do you mean?
Graduation party, the girls are winding something up here.
Oh boy.
Just go with it, it's fun.
Yeah, I know. If I get money to help get a place.
Huh? No.
What?
We were just going over a few things, so we'd like to go over it with you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's ordered.
Okay.
$300. You're killing me, Smalls. But that I would do for you anyways.
Okay, love you. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's
What
face
is
and neck
this?
with the towel.
I am scared.
Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Oh, that's my line. Having finished, I start to
Yeah.
retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Oh shit, sorry. She just body slams me.
Wait!
Eh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. Hang on. Okay. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it begun. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but that's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. Or you can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
Good.
Do you not know how to do a laugh? It's so easy. It's just go like that.
Whenever I see that pop up, all I can think is and he does the anyway. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Oh, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? Secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
Probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all their things, Yuri seems to be a little downcast. I understand why. It's not like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. Kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot. You don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Andrunga.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
Oh, that's close. I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Oh.
Sayori?
Eh?
Ah. Hi, Andrunga.
Sayori, just now we weren't...
Yeah.
Matthew, I know you had a long break, but time to wake up, man. Time to do your
Okay.
job.
I'm awake. I'm woke.
Whoa.
I'm woke. It's okay, Andrunga. I just happened to stop by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course.
Sayori beams. Laser beams.
That's what I've been thinking the whole time.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagination was really mean to me. I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun we having with you, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy
Oh my god!
that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Why are you crying, bitch? Wah, wah, wah. I don't want to hear it. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Andrunga? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Andrunga. If I weren't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I guess...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I'll put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Andrunga. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Andrunga, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel.
Imagine being told that liking you makes someone want to die.
and
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down to Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. That's what I'm going to give to you.
at the bottom.
Faith?
I mean, you're going after Yuri, not her.
Bottom one.
Guys, we all know what happens, though.
And
So you're gonna say I love you and then literally go after somebody else?
the bottom one, dearest friend.
Okay. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please, trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. Sounds like my mother. I promise,
Can you
I'll help
even,
get
like,
things
save
back
any
to the
of
way
them?
they were.
Wait,
No.
what? Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Remember, Matthew knows nothing about this game.
I only know this one part, and
Yeah, so
I didn't know about Bella.
So watch it, Faith.
Uh-huh. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write the poem about this.
Sayori,
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Andrunga. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So,
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Do it, Matthew. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I didn't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulders and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until these are back to the way they were. I'm willing to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the events should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Faith, your job.
Andrunga! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets at each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the one she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Is she just hanging around?
Yeah, she overslept again. You don't even know, Faith. You made the joke too early. That dummy. You think that on the days that you'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Okay, hang on. I can't find my chief. This isn't good. Oh, it was in my lap. Oh.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Andrunga. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? It makes me seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez.
She's human.
You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Monica is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill go down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving us an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poems. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Who wants to read it?
Not me.
I will.
No, I got it actually, because Matthew, I don't want to hear you. Percentage. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Interesting.
What is this? Reading a poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Andrunga? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace.
Who is Monica?
What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of her walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori?
Fine.
She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. See you.
She's fine. FOGEB games.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning her down? Her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my head. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever. Now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And I will carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never.
And this game's not suitable for
Do you guys appreciate how hard I went into that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She's good.
Matthew, this is Sayori right here. Come on, do your job.
Jack, UK.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is get out, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let out catch up to me. Matthew. I do not pay for you to slack, Matthew. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Fate, that's you.
Oh, Andrunga?
Monica? Oh my
Goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members of something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she? Hmm.
Hey, Andrunga? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case...
Sorry, you're talking stuff that I don't care about, Monica.
Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You're really sweet, Andrunga. You know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Andrunga.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. A small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as always, as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's really nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Andrunga in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Did I tell you not to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Andrunga?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As as president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way.
Yeah.
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Yeah, many people aren't just hanging around.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Though it does seem we have one less member, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more interesting.
This is important,
I'm confident. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
I'm running out of steam.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Let's just make it to the next poem writing. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
Glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Andrunga, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes, oh my god, by her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. It is so hard trying to do this, like, depressed dude who's never had a friend in his life when you're so gassy and just constantly keep burping.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. The real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Yeah, I hate one.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I guess...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give them back.
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah. Well, I guess sometimes. I didn't care.
I think that it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, expressing or exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Ndrunga?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Ndrunga. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Ndrunga?
And a grunga?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you only just left us after all this, I would be super pissed.
Ndrunga, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
And Drunga, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll get the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Second say
Who's that?
It's a special poem.
This is her.
Yeah, there she is.
Huh.
Funny fact. Hang on. I think fireflies were one of her words. No, hang on. Marriage definitely was. Watch, like, underneath where Sayori should be.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Hang on. If you... Okay, time to time, you will find, like, one of Sayori's words, and her head will bounce up a bit.
What?
Yeah. Alright. That is it for this one, because I think we're all done with,